Out the. Are we back? I think we're back.
Yep, we're back.
All right, we're back. What to
Do you,
do?
do you want me to share it back out and pop it back out again, I guess?
Yeah, we will give everybody a moment to reacclimate. Dadgummit, man, you gotta love the challenges of being a podcaster in 2023 these days, bro. You really do.
Yeah, right. Isn't
Yeah, it
that the
was
truth?
so. Dagnabbit. Well, we can always combine these. I can pull them down from the YouTubes, and we can combine and make something out of it. But we'll give all of our. I need the end of the chum story, Ryan. Hey, Ryan, welcome back. I don't know what's going on with the interwebs, but I mean, anymore after that Twitter hearing and stuff like that, who knows, man? Who really knows anymore? Thank you for the like, Ryan. We appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, let me see if we can get this thing back up and running. This is frustrating. I know, man. It's just, uh,
Yeah,
well,
there's a service I'm going to look at after Amped Electric or the Eastgate Con. I'm going to look at. No, you don't want a Starlink ASAP, Ryan. To be honest, I've used those. I used those out at Amped Electric Games out in Benton County Fairgrounds, and brother, they were not. They weren't what they cracked up to be, especially for streaming. So, um, we'll give everybody a moment to come back, though. That's before we continue. But the chum story, Ryan is waiting on the end of the chum story. Just letting you know.
okay.
Yeah, gum
So
man, interwebs
I don't know I
overlords.
don't know where we lost that story. If it was halfway through and nobody heard it, or what the end result was,
Well, I heard you talking about the wind and it was going everywhere, and then you blocked out.
Yeah, so basically what happened was that the family was getting sick and they started the father and the wife started chumming, and the kids next to them started throwing up, then the people next to them were looking at them and they started dry heaving and they started throwing up, so it made its way around the whole boat.
Wow.
Well, the wind was blowing like crazy, and man, that stuff was just blowback everywhere.
Yeah. Well,
But
that's
those
the that I don't know.
they
You don't go out on a 3 hour tour
Yeah, that
in
was a
high
big
winds and
mistake.
high seas, man.
But they were begging to get off that boat, man, and they didn't want to go back 2 hours, back to the dock to drop them off. That's
Dude,
for
I've
sure.
I've been out on Beaver, man, when a system rolled through, dude, and dude, I'm telling you, man, Beaver can kick up some pretty big waves, man, and get everybody a little crazy too.
Yeah,
Luckily, you got those little coves that you can get in and just kind of find a cove to tie off on and get out of the wind and let the
right.
system pass.
Yeah.
But dadgum, dude, man, I've been
That's
out there.
Mother Nature,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, you never know what she's going to throw at you. So, yeah, city council work session 20th, city council regular meeting the 27th. Spring appliance pickup. Don't forget that's happening on the 30th of this month. So if you got some appliances that you want to get picked up, I think there's a sign up sheet for that. They will come out and pick them up.
Yep.
Moving along to a box 10 budget buster deals.
There you go, buddy. Got bone-in pork sirloin roast, $1 a pound, man. It's Frugal Friday, man. Boneless chuck roast. And I was just thinking chuck roast now. It's been colder and rainy. I'm like, man, potatoes, carrots, just throw a nice big 4 pound chuck roast in there. Three ninety
Word.
five a pound, man. You know, can't beat it. 80/20 ground beef, 237 a pound, 10 pound tube. Chicken drumsticks, 61 cents a pound. Man, well, we got those pork butts last week though, man. I
Mm-hmm.
got
Yeah, I gotta
so I'm
get
probably gonna have one.
I gotta get a new extension cord. The damn dogs, they love
Oh
they got a
no,
fine
man.
taste for extension cords, and
They ate it.
yeah, they ate it
Oh
again.
man.
Again,
Oh,
I'll probably patch it up versus actually replacing it. You know what? You want to buy into a patched up piece of the cord? Go ahead, by all means, please do, dog. You know, I'm at that point,
he's
man.
been he's been a terror, man, huh?
I think it's like three or four extension cords and pretty much well, everything's free game. You know.
Yeah.
Dog, you got bones. Well, with the new puppy, they get fights over the bones, and they've got
Yeah.
toys. But yeah, it's like we don't want to eat this stuff. We want to eat human stuff, and that's okay,
Yeah.
man. I leave those cables plugged in, man. One of these days, man. One of these days, you're gonna get zapped.
He's gonna ride the lightning,
Yeah,
man.
ride the lightning. But fish sticks, man, $5.88. If you got a small ones, you got some littles, man. Fish sticks are always a great thing for those kids, and it's brain food, man. Fish is brain food. $5.88 each for a box of fish sticks, not fish sticks, fish sticks.
Yeah.
All right, moving along. What do we got? We got another page on this one too. Axe, dude, Axe shampoo and hair conditioner, $4.50 each. Here's your produce. Here's your vegetables. You like guacamole? 98 cents for avocados. Roma tomatoes, 78 cents a pound, and
Can't beat it,
green
man.
bell peppers, 32 cents each. Not by the pound, 32 cents each. Great
Yeah.
deals on this stuff, man.
Yep. I stocked up from last week, so I'll be in pretty good shape for the next go around. You know?
You want to update your drinkware? Assorted good cooked 24-ounce tumblers, 91 cents each. Love it,
There you
man.
go,
I love
man.
those. Those are the things I like, man. Like if you wanted some of those for your camping experience, perfect.
Yeah. Yep.
All
Easy
right,
to clean,
all
easy to
right.
store.
So as we
Our-
were saying, I mean, I'm not surprised we lost a lot of viewers whenever Facebook did what it was doing, but that's cool. Arkansas State Legislator SB 197 to prohibit certain restrictions on the regulation of short-term rentals and to declare an emergency. Notice the title has changed, and to declare an emergency, right?
Yep.
They have that set up for City, County, and Local Affairs Committee. 15 minutes upon adjournment. That's when they're going to be having it. I believe that starts on Wednesday of this week. We will be trying to make sure that we document and cover the video of the hearing, and we will probably pop on live that night to, I don't know, rehash it. So if you don't watch it live, don't worry, we'll bring that to you.
Yeah, it's going to be a mess, man, because this, man, I don't know what this city's going to do. I mean, they're going to have to refund the money, obviously, and the people they've already had.
No,
work
we don't
done.
refund money, man. I mean, we got to pay for Bob's, tactical vest and stuff. That guy did that. Yeah.
All right. Well, you want to get into it or head to a break for a
Let's
little
go to
bit?
a quick. Let's go to a quick break. It'll be a shorty. It was the same, sunset footage. Everybody can get in the Zen moment before we break down some of this national news. And that being said, we'll be right back. Got to figure out this interweb stuff.
Yeah.
If this whole scene goes bad and we both see that there's no way back, can we live with that? I watch you shake your head and turn away. Please, I'm so sorry. I don't want to lose you. Stay here with me. Stay here with me. Stay here with me. Stay here with me.
Well, we are back. It seems like everything's
sir.
kind of normalized with the backup internet connection. Thank you very much, T-Mobile. If you're a Cox subscriber and you have the option to go with T-Mobile in your Bella Vista area, I would highly encourage you to do that. They don't have unlimited just yet, but I think it's going to be coming sooner rather than later. And I can tell you what, man, some of the speeds that I've been getting off of T-Mobile lately, yeah, Cox is about to get the big bone.
It's going to be your new advertiser, T-Mobile, man.
I'm telling you, dude, I could probably broker a deal with them too, man, because the way that Cox has been doing the dirty on me, man, it's not been consistent. So
yeah, it's frustrating. Thank God you have that backup, man. But
Yeah.
it's a pain in the butt having to flip it like tonight, man. People are watching, we drop out, and we apologize, but it is what it is. It's frustrating. It's just as frustrating for us as it is for you.
yeah,
So
I mean, we're trying to bring something to the community, and we've been doing a really good job of it. But every now and then, man, you talk about the wrong thing,
yeah.
and all of a sudden, problems rise. I don't know. Tinfoil hat
Out of
much,
nowhere.
Chris? Probably, maybe. I don't know. But you know what? After seeing this week's hearing over there at the Capitol building, Twitter Files hearing erupts as Matt Taibbi refuses to reveal the sources in a heated exchange with the Democrats. Jim
yeah.
Jordan accuses Democrats of pressuring a reporter to violate his First Amendment rights. Oh, what is this? Say it ain't so. People are violating people's rights? Say it ain't so. This is America, land of the free, home of the brave, right?
I couldn't
Give
keep
me
my
a break.
I mean, I was working on stuff and I was listening to this. It was insane, man. And I mean, it was just one thing after another. And they were just going after Taibbi like crazy. And he's like, "Listen, I'm not even a Republican. I'm an American, and I believe in our rights. And this is what's happening." And then they're questioning him. Do you make money off of this? And
Dude,
I mean, it was insane.
it was like ping pong. It was like ping pong, man.
Yeah.
Because the way the hearing was structured, right? You have a Democrat, then you have a Republican, then you have a Democrat, then you have a Republican, then you have a Democrat. But it's like, are we just? I mean, like, is there any common ground with the parties anymore, or the elected
No,
leaders of the
no.
parties? There's no common
I don't
ground
think
anymore.
so.
I mean,
I don't
like,
think so.
you have one extreme, and then you have normies, right? You have conservative Republicans that aren't extreme. We're not like talking about your far left or far right people, right? But like
Right.
even the people on the, it doesn't matter. You have a D by your name, you act so obtuse to like the obvious. I don't know if this is just the amount of boosters or vaccines that people have gotten or what, but it's like there's a stark difference between. I mean, we're going to get into it in a minute. Luckily, thank you very much, Fox News, for putting together a montage of some of this hearing. But Sylvia Garcia repeatedly asked journalist Matt Taibbi, who approached him before Twitter Files were created. Doesn't matter who he does not have to reveal his sources. This is protected speech. One of them actually asked, what do you think about this being posted? Since Elon Musk took over Twitter. And he's like, well, hate speech is protected speech. I don't have to agree with it, right? But I mean, I think Taibbi did a really good job. I think that we are actually seeing the party lines being drawn also with the corporate censorship of people's freedom of speech on the direction, and we'll get into Goldman here in a minute, on the direction of the White House. Right, and the FBI. The FBI and the White House is continually contacting these tech companies, social media companies, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and they're at the direction of the government, right? Saying, well, this person's violating your terms of service. That's not why I'm paying taxes for you to sit there and violate the terms of service. 1,500 FBI people to sit there and monitor the crap out of Twitter and say, well, this is violated your terms of service because it made Joe mad, right?
The crazy thing about this is we would have never found out about any of this if Elon Musk didn't purchase Twitter.
Well,
That's what it comes down to.
They say that they say conservatives or Trump supporters or Republicans are heavily mentally ignorant, right? And they're the conspiracy theorists of this world. But now you have congressional members and senators sitting there saying, "Well, who contacted you first? Da da da. You need to tell us, right?" They're building their own little conspiracy theory.
Right.
I don't know. Is anybody talking about that?
Yeah,
I guess we're dropping frames again. Thanks, Ryan, for letting us know. I don't know, man. We're recording, so at worst case scenario, bro, we will just upload some shorts. We are recording though, so as long as I don't lose you, Mark, I think we can continue. And it's gonna be a struggle, though, y'all. I don't know. Maybe it's China. Maybe they got a balloon over us. I don't know.
Well, with the irony here is the fact that they just keep on questioning Taibbi, the information is provided. I think there's some kind of collusion. Listen, it needed to be sent out to someone. What are you going to do? Send it out to CNN or MSNBC they're not going to be to bring it out to the masses. You can't trust anybody anymore, right?
No.
So he had to go with and Substack, and it was the place to go, But I just think it's ironic that they're calling him out and saying, you made money off this.
Right.
It's all speculation, but it's deflection is what it is. What's really going on? What we found out, the revelations and the things we found out of what's got everybody twisted, because now they're out in the open.
Well, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to paint Elon Musk in a bad light. They're saying that, you're not going to tell us when Musk first approached you. And again, Congressman, you're asking a journalist to reveal a source. Stand on that ground. Stand your ground, right? Oh, you want me to get inspected by your, Stasi group of brown shirts that show up to my... No, bro. Look, I'm not playing a game, man.
And
that's what
said,
I keep
basically.
on saying. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Embrace the Constitution, man, because these people don't give a crap about it anymore, right?
Well,
you're the one that's supposed to give a crap about the Constitution. Stand your ground.
They tried to trick him by, having him acknowledge the time that he talked or whatever it may be. Trying to back him.
Oh yeah, recouping my time and stuff, man. I'm so ticked off with the internet tonight, dude. Like I'm seeing the frames sitting there, like they're lingering, but I mean our viewership's just going up and down, left and right. That's fine, man. We know what we're up against. That's why we record. See? We'll win eventually. All right, well, here's the montage. Hopefully you guys that are viewing can... Oh, what is going on with all these ads, dude? This is why I hate Fox News and all this other... See, now it's taking me to ads. I just try to close the ad, and it just starts pulling up other stuff. Teeth, dental implants. Okay, well, I do live in Arkansas, so that's probably relevant. So, who knows? Let's make this a little bit bigger for our viewers. Get it over here. All right, that's better. That's better.
On the use of
the gentle lady yield for a second?
As long as my time is not used.
Are you trying to get journalists?
No, I'm not trying to get.
Sources?
No, I'm not.
Well,
I am
sure
asking.
Like
no, well, if you will let me finish, you had conversations with
okay.
me, not you.
The professionalism, the decorum, the whole 9 yards of this group, right? Like, I mean, dude, it's just it's there's no professionalism. It's entitlement at this point. What just happened there? What are you doing, Fox News? Jeez, man. Can I pause for a second? Dude, I'm so sick of corporate. Like, all the websites are changing to just mess with people these days. Is this an ad? I don't know what this is. Like, look, it just...
Yeah.
Who knows what's going on? Yeah, it's an ad. Now I have to watch ads. Sweet. Love you. Thank you very much, Fox News. See... I'm not a Fox News supporter, man. I'm a YouTube supporter. I'm a C-SPAN supporter.
Right.
Are we done with the ad? No.
It's more garbage. Yeah. Same old bull.
All right. I guess we can't pause during this, so we'll just let this play and then we'll break it down, okay?
Right.
Well, I'm looking at dental implant ads over here.
Journalists before us now. There are many legitimate questions about where Musk got the financing.
They're laughing at her.
Ranking Member Plaskett, I'm not a so-called journalist. I've won the National Magazine Award, the I.F. Stone Award for Independent Journalism, and I've written 10 books, including 4 New York Times bestsellers.
Being a Republican witness today certainly casts a cloud over your objectivity. Before you became Elon Musk's hand-picked journalist, and pardon the oxymoron,
Hand-picked journalist.
you stated this on Joe Rogan's podcast about being spoon-fed information, and I quote, "I think that's true of any kind of journalism," and you'll see it behind me.
I think it's true that this girl needs to use some conditioner and a hair dryer, man. It's her ratty ass hair, dude. I mean, for
They have
real.
you at that point, and you
Come
gotta
on,
get out of
Schultz,
that
get it
habit.
together.
You just can't cross that line. Do you still believe what you told Mr. Rogan? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes.
Good. Now, you crossed that line with the Twitter files.
No.
Elon Musk, it's my time. Please do not
My
interrupt.
time. My
And the Republicans have brought in 2 of
Who's
Elon Musk's
chastising him?
public
You're working on my
slides.
dime, so it's
He
actually my
released
time, the
cherry-picked
taxpayers' time.
out-of-context emails
Right.
and screenshots designed to promote his chosen narrative, Elon Musk's chosen narrative, that is now being parroted by the Republicans because the Republicans think that these witnesses will tell a story that's going to help them out politically. Mr. Chairman, I'm not exaggerating when I say that you have called before you 2 witnesses who pose a direct threat to people who oppose them. Elon Musk spoon-fed you his cherry-picked information, which you must
That's not true. He
suspect
released
from a
everything and
slanted
Taibbi
viewpoint,
found it.
Or at the very least,
Sorry,
generates
don't follow
another
the narrative,
conspiracy
people.
theory. You violated your own standard, and you appear to have benefited from it. Before the release of emails in August of last year, you had 661,000 Twitter followers. After the Twitter files, your followers doubled, and now it's 3 times what it was
What is
last
she
August.
talking about?
I imagine
She's
your
just out
Substack
of her
readership,
mind,
which is
dude.
a subscription.
I think she's a subscriber to that free crack pipes, man. You know, possibly, maybe a program that Joe Biden put together. Possibly, maybe, I don't know. Just speculating.
You hit the jackpot on
My
that biggest
opinion.
slot machine
So they're
to
not, they're
which
just
you refer.
deflecting of what
That's
really
true, isn't it?
happened. She's just trying to
also
accuse him
reinvested-
of
You've made some. No. Is it true that
No,
you have
no, no, no,
profited
no.
since you were this recipient?
I mean, at what point you just get up and walk out, man?
know.
I have nothing to say to you shitheads. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. You don't represent me. You don't represent the best of America. You guys are just so off base. Again, this is out Right Side Broadcasting Network, C-SPAN. Find the source, but watch the C-SPAN is probably the best source to watch it. To be honest, because Right Side Broadcasting Network had an issue during the hearing, and they dropped the feed. Believe it or not, they went to like a momentary break, right? Another power outage or something in DC during these hot and heavy hearings, right? Magic, right? But C-SPAN is a good source because these cameras right up here in the front middle of the room, those are C-SPAN cameras, and they did a good job, dude. C-SPAN really nailed it because when Right Side Broadcasting Network went down, I went over to C-SPAN. I was watching it on C-SPAN, and I was like, okay, at least I'm not lit, just having this, 2-minute silence period.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to go ahead and kick out over here to Goldman, right? Again, this went back and forth. If you guys choose to watch it, I would encourage you to watch it too. But
they just don't want to acknowledge what really happened.
Goldman. Okay, so the Goldman's interview, he breaks down some stuff, and I think this is probably very good because it basically shows you how a Democrat views what is direction, right? If the government is telling you something, you're being directed by the government. It's being requested from the government, right?
Right.
Apparently, that doesn't mean a hill of beans when it doesn't serve the narrative of the D Party. Just saying.
Yep.
Let me get this to play.
Mr. Schellenberger, I may have misheard earlier, but is it your testimony here today that you disagree with the 2 indictments by Special Counsel Robert Mueller that definitively established that Russia interfered in our 2016 election through social media disinformation and a hack and leak operation?
No, I don't disagree.
Okay, Mr. Taibbi, do you disagree with those 2 indictments?
Let's squeeze this in a little bit.
Indictments aren't a thing to
Do you
disagree
disagree? They're about 40 or 50 pages. Do you disagree with the evidence outlined in those indictments?
Well, indictments are just charges.
I just asked you, do you disagree with the evidence included in those indictments? Yes or no?
See how
Not a
hostile this
majority of that
questioning
case, I
is?
couldn't-
Yeah,
This is hostile questioning of a journalist.
right.
Like the guy can't even like formulate a thought without getting hammered. Somebody's been watching too much Perry Mason, dude. For
Yeah.
real.
Right.
Or what is it? Who ordered the code red? Right? You know, give me a freaking break, dude. You're a public servant. Shut your mouth and let me answer the question.
Right.
Right? Quit cowering down to these tyrants. For real. Taibbi did a good job holding his own.
Possibly say yes or no.
Okay, because you said earlier, I believe, that you did not see Russia, you could not confirm that Russia interfered in our election in 2016, that you don't believe that.
Hello, Bueller. Nobody can confirm that because there's so much, I don't know. I can't use the word, but it sounds like ruckery going on with everything.
Yeah.
At your testimony here today, you don't believe that they did?
I think it's possible that they may have on a small scale, but certainly not to what's been reported.
What's been reported or what's been included in the indictments?
Well, again, indictments are allegations. They're not proof. And
I understand. It's a pretty detailed allegation.
In the
so
Mueller
you
indictment,
should-
by the way.
You should go
Don't forget
You should go read it.
don't forget the girl that was out. She sat on a grand jury and then she went on a media tour, right? Don't forget her, right? Like grand jury indictments still got to follow the case. It just means that okay, the government can come after you, right? Because you got some really messed up grand jury. Doesn't mean you're
Right.
guilty. You're still innocent until proven guilty.
read the indictment and then come back and tell us if you actually think there's no proof of it.
Well,
But let me move on.
Some
Do
of
you
those,
just-
some
let
of
me
those
move on,
defendants,
please.
by the
please,
way, when
please,
they showed
let
up
me
in-
move on. That's how this works. You should know.
Please.
this
Cut him
now.
off.
Because I don't want to hear your answer. At that point, I would just be like, you know what? I would just look at him. I would look at him. Like if you call me to one of these, I would just look at you.
Yeah.
Oh, am I allowed to talk? Am I allowed to talk?
it's just-
Okay, fine. Then everything's rhetorical at this point. You just want
Right.
to paint a narrative, asshole.
Yep.
So, do you disagree with the special counsel Mueller's conclusion in his report, Mr. Taibbi, that the Trump campaign knew about Russia's interference, they welcomed it, and they used it for their benefit?
This has
You
no
have no
bearing.
reason
on it.
to disagree with that, don't you? You have no information. So after that foreign interference
What is
in our
he talking
2016
about? Look at
election,
him.
Twitter and other social media companies naturally wanted to work with the intelligence community to stop Vladimir Putin from interfering in our elections again.
Again, everything about the Russian dossier and Russian
It's all
election
fake.
interference has been fake. It's been proven. It's been proven fake. So why are they still holding on to this narrative? Oh, weird, right?
Yeah.
Because they know everybody's dumb.
But Americans are done with
They know
this
everybody's
nonsense.
listening to their media talking head.
Right.
And this is everything that's happening here is not for the will of the people, not for the truth. This is the Democrats trying to get their talking points so that their media person spews this out. You want to know who's the biggest perpetrator of misinformation? Start looking over here.
Yeah.
Start looking over here.
Right.
For
Yeah.
real.
Mr. Taibbi, do you think it's a legitimate pursuit of the FBI to try to stop foreign interference in our elections?
Again, sir, will I be allowed to answer this question, or
It's a yes or no question. Do you think it's a legitimate pursuit of the FBI?
it's not a yes or no answer?
No. I'm not asking how. I'm saying, as an objective, do you think it's a legitimate objective of the FBI to stop foreign interference
This
in our
guy's a
elections?
goofball, man.
I think it's a legitimate objective to stop action.
I would say that that's a legitimate objective of the NSA, Department of Homeland Security,
Yeah.
and the DOJ. The FBI should be prosecuting people for violating federal crimes, Americans for violating federal crimes, right? Child trafficking, drug trafficking,
Yeah. Anything with illegal
pedos,
banking.
the whole 9 yards, right? Banking,
Yeah.
fraud,
Yeah. Yep.
right? But that's I would think that that's their role. organized crime, syndicates, racketeering, RICO, the whole 9 yards, right?
Right.
That I would say that's probably their primary function.
I
Right.
agree.
They fabricated stuff. We know that. They colluded with people. We know that. I don't know. Like, this guy's like often, again, put on your blinders there, Mr. Goldman.
Foreign interference.
Okay. I mean, I don't know what the difference is, but that's fine.
Well,
So
if I
since
can
Russia
explain.
used social media
trying to
disinformation,
claiming my explain it to him.
Special Counsel Mueller, I understand you may disagree with the allegations, to interfere in our 2016 elections. Are you trying to say that the FBI had no basis to inform social media companies about efforts to potentially interfere in our elections?
Again, that falls under the roles of the I don't know, the NSA and probably CISA and Department of Homeland Security to notify
Right.
social media companies of an actual real potential threat.
Right.
After 2016.
I can tell you that I read internal Twitter emails where Twitter expressly talked about the fact that the FBI couldn't possibly know more than they did about whether or not there was Russian interference, and that in fact, even they couldn't determine which accounts were actually IRA and which ones weren't.
Okay, I understand you like to filibuster. That was not an answer to my question.
Filibuster,
I'll
he
move
just
on.
answered a question.
Mr. Schellenberger, in all of the emails that you reviewed, did the FBI ever direct Twitter to take down any accounts or remove any posts?
Yes.
They directed Twitter to remove them, or they said these may violate your terms and services?
Yes. I think that's
Which?
I think that's an accurate use of the word direct.
They said these may violate. You think that the same saying that
Yes,
these
I
may
do.
violate your terms and conditions is the same as directing them to?
Again, what is the role of federal government? Not to police, social media companies' policies, right?
Yep.
What's the active role? To protect the American people.
Right. Absolutely. Yep.
Take an account down.
Yeah.
Welcome to the nanny state, boys and girls.
All right, well,
You broke
that's
the
very
law.
helpful. That's very helpful. I'm glad to know that you think flagging something for a private company to make a decision about what they should do is a direction. Now, Mr. Chairman,
Yeah.
you have repeatedly said that this committee is all about protecting the First Amendment. And what's unfortunate here is that we are talking about Twitter, and that we are not talking about Republican government officials around the country who are banning books. And we are not talking about
Would the gentleman yield?
No, I will not. And we are not talking about Donald Trump jailing his former counsel to prohibit him from publishing a book that the president did not want. The
are
former
they talking-
president
he's all over the
literally
place.
jailed his enemy. And we're here talking about Twitter.
Again, I don't know if it's the amount of boosters or the crack pipe program that Joe Biden put together, but I mean, like, there's obviously a breakdown. There's obviously a breakdown in our government.
Yeah. Oh, there's no doubt.
What do we
There's no
always say?
doubt.
Stand on the hill of truth, right? Stand on the hill of actual, real, righteous truth. And
But people see through this now. They just see through it.
it's
that
just
this is-
disgusting, man.
Right,
Somebody who
right.
served 8 years in the military, man, approximately 8 years, just a little bit, like I think a month shy of 8 years before I was medicaled out. Just to watch this and watch this continuation and perpetuation of a lie, and it's just so damn disgusting. It's
Yeah.
disgusting beyond all measure, dude. And
Right.
you know, be glad you wasn't living in back in the days, man, when Paul Revere was driving or riding his horse around. He wasn't driving nothing. He was riding a horse. The redcoats are coming, man. Just be
But these guys
glad.
that-
Be glad.
I mean, it's just so insane to me. It's like watching a murder happen in front of your face and denying it never happened. You know what I mean? We have the information that's provided. Everybody has seen it, but
I'm
yet they
so
still double
disgusted.
down and yeah, it's insane.
This is just so disgusting. The way that, calm
It's
yourself. I
disrespectful,
don't want to
man.
get kicked off of YouTube again, right? Or it's just disgusting, man. It's disgusting. Beyond,
I
mean, like,
agree.
you want my real thoughts, man. I think here's what I think, bro. I think we gotta do something. We gotta mix it up a little bit. Maybe we just start hosting a Zoom call for my real thoughts with subscribers,
Yeah.
right? Because at this point, man, we're not allowed to have free speech on the internet anymore, right?
Right. Yeah.
But if we're having Zoom calls, maybe we can do that. I don't know. We got
Yeah,
to start having real
possible.
dialogue as Americans and people that love this country and want to stand in the realm of truth, right?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
Spitballing, man.
Here's what I'm troubled with: the fact that they're attacking Matt Taibbi over this. Matt's taking the information like every other news agency should have taken and disseminated it out to the masses for them to make the decision
He
what their
put it
thoughts
in a
were.
digestible format.
Right, and they look at him as being
The bad guy.
the bad guy, which is crazy to me. I'm like, are you out of your mind? We need more guys like him. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's insane.
Moving along, man. Moving along. Yep. This is the new norm in Joe Biden's America. Another Norfolk Southern train derails as CEO testifies to Congress. And, you know, no,
What is
but wait,
going
there's
on,
more.
man?
I've lost count at this point. And the train derailment causes fuel tank to plunge into New River. Another day, another accident on America's
Where do we got no-
rails.
new-
I mean, like,
we
I've
got
lost
new-
count, dude. I've lost count of all these. Is this the new normal, right? I mean,
What do we have? New engineers or what, man? What's going on here,
I
man?
don't know. I think these are coordinated sabotage attacks, man. To be honest, that's my 2 cents. Though I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist.
Well, how many are we on? I mean, I can't keep track of it.
I think we're like 8 or 9
half
at
a
this
dozen?
point.
I don't know.
8 or
Yeah.
9, 10, maybe. I don't know. I've lost count. And Tucker Carlson, the commitment to lying in Washington is deep and bipartisan. Let's watch Tucker.
Died after being hit in the head with a fire extinguisher during the
Oh,
fight.
I remember
He
this.
told us.
Yep.
Those are lies. So why not just admit it and move on? But they won't.
Oh, they
In fact, this week the White House trotted out both
Just wait till he got
the
his head
press
split
secretary
open.
and Joe Biden's attorney general, the attorney general of the United States, to claim not just that Brian Sicknick was actually murdered by Republicans at the Capitol, but
Oh, here's the
that
ads.
other officers were
Move that
murdered
over.
too.
I don't need no bikinis.
It's almost beyond belief. Watch this.
Yeah.
The rage of bipartisan lawmakers, you heard them all yesterday, you guys reported on it, who have condemned this false depiction of the unprecedented violent attack on our Constitution and the rule of law, which cost police officers their lives.
It was a violent attack on a fundamental tenet of American democracy, that power is peacefully transferred from one administration to another.
Are they nuts?
Over 100 officers were assaulted on that day. 5 officers died.
5 officers died on that day. Now, that's just not some guy on Twitter. That's the Attorney General of the United States. That's a man whose honesty is central to his job. If you had a choice between IQ and integrity in an Attorney General, of course you would go with
So
integrity.
we've just escalated to 5 people now?
But Joe Biden's
Officers?
Attorney General, Merrick Garland,
Are you
is a
freaking kidding me?
liar. He just lied.
Where the hell
about
have I
something that
been?
is Provably false. Who are these 5 officers who were, quote, killed that day? Notice he didn't tell you. No one ever tells you. No one ever shows you their autopsies. They don't want any
crazy,
detail.
man.
They just want the slogan. Now they're counting.
This
Brian
is the
Sicknick.
Attorney
That's a
General
lie.
saying this.
But who are the other 4? Well,
That's
those are
enough
4
to scare the
officers
crap
who
out of you,
killed
man.
themselves after January 6th, in some cases long after.
You haven't been following Tucker. Tucker had those files, man, of what actually happened in the Capitol. That's
Oh
fine.
yeah, you got to show that with Brian Sitnick though, Chris.
Yeah.
It was.
We'll get to that on another night with better internet, bro. Meanwhile, man, you got Kamala's husband out here talking about toxic masculinity, and apparently it's it's acceptable to kiss your somebody who's not your wife, but he's going to lecture us on toxic masculinity. Yeah, at this point, man, you know what? Lecture me on toxic masculinity. Please do. Come over here. Come over here. Let's have a discussion. I'm going to show you. I mean, I'm at that point, dude. I'm at that point, right?
That'd be a good segue.
Somebody
into
ever
this
want to
podcast.
accuse me of being toxic and masculine? I'm going to tell them, thank you very much. Now get the hell out of my AO, right? If you don't know what AO is, it's area of operations, right? Get the hell out of my AO, right? Like you can see your ass out the door. I'm done with this crap. I'm done with it. I'm done, right? Don't tell me how to live my life. Don't tell me who I need to be, right? It's guys like me, and a lot of them came before me, that made sure that you had the privilege of living in America to act like a nut job that you're acting today. Toxic masculinity, my ass. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. Slap fighting. Oh my goodness, what's going on with slap fighting? This is a new thing in the United States of America. Las Vegas competitors stand rigidly upright with their hands behind their backs, waiting to This sounds like
This is
some
coming.
toxic bitchery to me, is what it sounds like, man. Like, yeah, please
This is
slap me in my
coming.
face. Please do. What are we
This is
trying to
coming.
prove here? That you could take a slap? Real
This is
men
coming
punch.
to Bella Vista, man. This is coming to Bella Vista.
I mean, like, my Native American roots, though, man, tell me, man, maybe these are my brothers from the Slapaho tribe. I don't know. Maybe they are. I don't know. But, like, when did slap fighting? Like, slap fighting
is
fighting is something that, like, young kids do. Are you a man?
This is gaining steam, man. They're thinking this is going to be like the MMA, Chris. I don't know, man. Who knows anymore? They fill stadiums of 100,000 people with video games. So what do I know, man?
I don't know nothing. Apparently, I don't. I used to do this stuff to people I didn't like, man. But apparently, I need to get. Maybe I need to start challenging
get
people to
paid
slap
for it.
like slap fights, man. Hey, Doug Fowler, you want to get in the ring and do a slap fight?
You can get
Me
paid
versus
for it.
you, dog. 1 for 1. Who goes down? 2 men enter, 1 man leave. But look at this, man. Even the ladies are getting into them.
Watch
Even the ladies are getting into this stuff.
It's insane, though, man.
Arnold's out there. Oh, I don't think I knew what the music got slapped. Oh, yeah. Get to the job off.
Her chin is tucked.
So I get that the double set, then the third one, they say they measured up. Bang!
Ooh.
Seemed a little high, didn't it? A little bit of a headshot, in my opinion.
Okay. It's like a new sport, man.
This is a very good fighter. These are big men. They look like every bad guy from every movie you've ever watched. Direct.
Probably can't fight worth a crap, but he's a big guy, right? He can slap. He can slap
This
somebody.
is insane, though, man. They have advertisers for this. This is crazy.
So this one's scheduled for 3 rounds. You've got Poland versus Slovakia. All right, Governor, as a weightlifter, does he have an advantage being a power lifter in slap fighting, do you think?
No, I think it's all about your skills.
You blow out an eardrum.
I think that everyone has
I think that this is BS, dude. Like, doesn't matter how hard you can slap, man. Doesn't. It matters. Can I just like? Can I put you down and not even think 2 seconds about it and just keep moving, right? I mean, that's really what I mean. Like, let's talk. Let's have some real talk, right? I don't care how hard you can slap me, bro. You're not gonna ever have the opportunity to slap me. I'm gonna put you down like the dog you are. That's how it's my toxic masculinity talking, I guess. Apparently, right? Thank you very much, Mr. Second Gentleman, for making me aware of how toxic of a man I am. I mean, apparently the people are gonna watch though. They're gonna sit
I
back.
just don't get it, man.
And they're gonna eat their Cheetos and their pizzas and their diet sodas, and they're gonna sit here and watch this type of stuff and think that they can go out in the real world and slap a real man. It's not happening, bro. Nobody's watching anyway, but we're done, bro.
All right, man.
The
Have
interwebs
a good
got
night,
us,
everybody.
bro. The interwebs got us. Done,
Yeah.
son. We out.
Take a stand, everybody, take my hand, come take my hand. We'll walk this road together through the storm, whatever weather.